I thought I'd do an evaluation of how the editing stage went for me and Jade. The software we used were Final Cut Pro, Live Type and Soundtrack Pro, which were really easy to use because it's an easy layout, so that didn't waste time, and we could follow the steps, and there's a help button, so it's an easy layout for us. The sound, we didn't actually need to use GarageBand because we didn't produce it ourselves. We got it from a copyright-free site and transferred it into a Soundtrack Pro, and then we worked on it from there, making sure it had fade in, fade out effects, and also the pitch, made sure it got higher or lower to build more tension for the audience. Then the sound automatically went on to our Live Type Pro, so that was easier to edit, and it was quicker to render as well, which saved more time. The shots were really clear, we're happy with them. The only thing was the rendering took a lot of time, and also we lost a few files, so we had to get the technician down, but luckily we did it quite quickly, so it didn't waste that much time. And next time we need to be better with organisation, maybe backing up the files onto our memory sticks, and or saving it onto the desktop even, because we were a bit unorganised with our files, we didn't know where some of the footage was, so it did waste quite a lot of time which could have been spent on more editing and improvements, so it's a bit disappointing. The titles were really good. We did that on Live Type with white writing, colour, sorry, and then Apple Corrosive font in size 14, and with a fade in, fade out effect to make it more ghost-like and linked to supernatural horror, and so the audience can connect with that. And then that processed onto our actual Final Cut Pro, and it worked really well. So we rendered it and it all worked well, but it did take longer to render. I think there's a certain setting next time we should ensure to use that setting where you don't have to render everything you do, because it's just so time consuming. The ident, we ended up doing a picture of a black cat because it represents supernatural horror, and it has a stereotype of being scary, witches always have a black cat, so we used that, and we used a fade in and fade out effect into the face in and out to create impact on the audience, which we thought was really effective. Then again with Live Type writing over top, saying Black Cat Productions, just to show our company name, to make it clear to the audience. Special effects, we use transitions such as cross dissolves to make the shots flow, so they don't just cut and look really unrealistic. It flows nicely along and really links to the narrative. Overall, I'm happy with the editing stage. The only improvement I would say for next time to learn from is actually plan out each lesson so we know what we're going to edit on, and also back up the memory stick, so and put it on the desktop so we have more files of it, more copies, so we don't lose any footage, which saves time. The things I'm really happy with are the clear shots, the ident, and the actual, when it's together, it creates a really good impact, so I'm happy about that, and it links to all our conventions, so I hope it's going to push it to a high standard.